The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Get off the field.
Now Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Ben on 3rd and long, going for the deep ball. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That'll be put in the books. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
58, right there. 25. Let's go, 19. Check 9. Hey, 0. No game on this team. Good touch.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Alert. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Coming. Hustle. 58 is the mic. Gun.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 25 on second down, Roethlisberger. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
180. It's our field. It's our field. Hey,
they'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down. Near the 11-yard line.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
You got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, watch 12, watch 12. Check 3, Check three. Kill. Watch the screen.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Marr on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Slam.
Help out!
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen.
Jack 16.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Alert. 50. Recon, 132 fighter.
They run the counter. It's Carson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Blue lady.
Go 58's the mic.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
58's the mic.
Blue lady.
To throw again on second down. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schwartz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Right there.
First down.
Let's go, defense.
19.
It's our time.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open is Powell, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
And the Vikings first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Zebra.
Call shot.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Front left. Blue lady.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. In for the score. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Carson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Who's 30?
Hey,
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more.
Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Go. 52. I'm here all day. 52's in light.
18.
Off. Here we go.
From the 31, Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. From midfield now on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Here we go. Slack 20.
Watch the slack.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Funches has it complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw again is Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Giants on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground. Pretty much stoned him on that play and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop him from the 1 back to the 2. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Chris Carson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Now Roethlisberger will head to the line as his guys will go for 2.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they run from the gun with Gordon, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here we go, team. Here I come. Here I come.